Hello and welcome to my Keto Kitchen. I'm Victoria. Today I want to share with you guys my absolute best pasta recipe. So a few weeks ago I had made shrimp spaghetti and everybody had regular spaghetti, and I didn't have zucchini and I did not have spaghetti squash. I didn't have any way or anything in my house to make a keto pasta. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to get serious about pasta, I'm going to have to do it right now because I had a few hours until dinner and I had to get it figured out. So I made it over and over and over and over, and I got serious. I got super serious about this pasta because at that point I wanted spaghetti to the point where I would have just ate a regular bowl of spaghetti. I was craving it that bad, but I wanted to give it the best shot that I could until I got the pasta. Well, thank the Lord, I finally got the pasta, and I tried so many different ways and I kept asking my kids to come in and taste it. So I'm going to give you my very best recipe on keto pasta. Of course, it's got my new flour, so that's where we're going to get started. So first ingredient is 1 cup Victoria's keto flour. I'll link that video right here. The next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of glucomannan powder. This powder is vital to give us a pasta-like spaghetti. It's vital. So I am going to whisk that up a little bit. The next and the last ingredient, and let me say this, we're going to boil pasta, right? We're going to boil it. We're going to boil it in salt water. So do not add salt to the pasta because the salt must be added to the water because you want a more of a stretchy like exterior on the pasta. Don't put the salt inside the pasta unless you want a really salty pasta. You save that. The salt is going in the water. We'll get to that. But next ingredient is 2 eggs, and I'm going to beat them first. I'm going to pour the eggs into my flour. And with my clean hands, I am going to combine the flour with the egg. I find that I like using my hands better for the pasta. And make sure you get all of the flour off the sides of the bowl and mix it into the pasta dough. There we go. Okay. Clean bowl. So now, all right, take some flour, sprinkle it on the exterior of your little pasta dough ball. And we need a knife. Okay, cut your dough ball into 4 pieces. Here we go. Now I have 4 round pieces. I'm making them round. Now we can move on to what I'm going to use. Now I will link this exact one in the description box. This is to a KitchenAid. I will also link other ones that are not the KitchenAid brand that are cheaper, also in the description box. I just love to use this because it's so easy. And when you're in a crunch or you're in a pinch and you want to make pasta, you want something that's going to help you really fast. Okay, I'm going to start with my little pasta ball. I'm going to squish it down, top it with some parchment paper, and I'm going to roll it out just a little bit. Now, something I find that you have to do because I do not want it sticking to the inside of the pasta roller is to make sure that you cover both sides with flour as you're working. All right, now watch this. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, I have my pasta setting, the press, set on 1. This right here is just going to flatten it out. That's all this one's going to do first. See, super simple. Okay, that was so simple. So I'm just going to set this out. Now I'm going to do the next one. This really is so easy. And it only takes a few ingredients. Now remember, like I said, you want both sides covered in flour because you do not want it to stick to your machine. Now I have 4 about 8-inch long sheets of pasta. Now these would also be great for you would just take these if you wanted to make lasagna, and you would just boil these as they are, because this right here is literally just your lasagna, but I want spaghetti. So I'm going to take this piece off, and in this box it actually comes with spaghetti, fettuccine, and the lasagna, or the large one that we just use that just flattens it out really good. And I just throw them in the dishwasher. So it's really simple. This, to me, this is the fun part. I just take a bowl and set it underneath, and we're just gonna run these pastas through it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Just make sure that your pasta, as you put it in there, your sheets of whatever you want to call it, your sheets of gonna be spaghetti, just make sure they have flour on both sides so that they don't stick. Awesome. That really is so easy. It's really too easy. So now, here's where we make the stretching idea to go with this. You need about 4 cups of water, a small pot, I'll show you. Okay. I've got this about 1/3 of the way full of water. It's about 4 cups. And in this is 1 teaspoon of salt. That's very important. It is very important for the way that your spaghetti is going to turn out. Now, I am going to get this to a boil. Once it hits a boil, I'm turning it off, and immediately I'm going to add in the pasta. Then I'm going to let the pasta set in here for 2 minutes, okay? So we're gonna hit a boil, turn it off, put the pasta in it immediately, let it set a timer for 2 minutes. Then we're gonna strain it. All right, so that was it. Now, you saw me strain it. I strained it. I put it in this bowl. I have typically, when I make this, I like to make it hot, just like it is, and then pour the sauce right over it, because it seems to not stick. You know, after pasta sits for a little bit, it starts to stick to itself. This will do the same thing. So when it's hot, after you strain it, that is the best time to pour your sauce over it. So let's try and get a close up, see if I can do it without burning my fingers. That is it. It is really so easy to make this keto pasta. The more times you strain it and then dump it into a bowl and dump it into something else, you will break it. But let's see, still getting longer pieces. Tastes like a gluten-free pasta to me. It's not as bungy as pasta, but it's good. So this is what I'm making. This is my pasta now. This is what I make when I want pasta. It's so much easier than having to have the fresh vegetables and everything on hand. Those have been great, but it tastes so good. But like I said, the longer you let it set, the more it will stick to itself. So when it's hot, right after you strain it, that's the best time to pour your sauce on top of it. And talk about filling. If you overeat spaghetti, this is the best thing to go with. You will get full so fast. And you know what? I make all these different recipes with these keto desserts, and I find that I can't eat it a whole lot all at one time, because I will get super full because of all the fiber. So especially for those of you that are maybe you're doing keto because you're on a diet, this is wonderful because you will get full faster, and it will just help you as you try and eat less and all that fun stuff with dieting. But if you're on keto, you'll get full and you'll be happy. But it doesn't taste like regular pasta. I can't say that because no. But it's good. It tastes good. And I can't see myself ever buying the vegetables again because I actually like this better. It goes further because this is way more than I can eat in one setting. And it tastes great. It tastes good. It really does. It tastes good. So it's different. It is a wonderful substitute for pasta. I'm really thankful for this recipe. I made this video today actually because I am eating this tonight. My family will have grits as their base, but Mama's gonna have this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you make this, please tell us what you think about it, especially if you go over on Facebook, post your pictures, tell us what you think. I love to see your results. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I hope you all have a blessed day.